Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, this is a little bit different setup, so I'm gonna need to hear from you guys. If you can see me, I know it's at a little bit of an angle, but I'm working on that angle, so it's not gonna be working on today. But let me know if you can hear me and see me, and that's good. Oh, help me, Jesus. Hi, see and hear you. Okay, thank you guys so much. Guys, today has been a day. Your girl has been crazy busy. I think I've only been home a total of 2 hours since we left the house at 7:02 this morning. We were well over an hour away from home, and girl, we were booking it. And I just needed to take a breather before I came on. That's why I had to push the time back because, frankly, when I posted it, we were still on the road. But I'm not gonna keep you guys too long because one, your girl is tired. Okay, she's tired. And also, I want to make sure we go ahead and get started on Whitewater. Beverly is here. She is saying, "Hey, we have Jersey. Thank you so much for letting everyone know, Jersey, that I was gonna be delayed. If you ever have any questions, if we see a live that is not started on time, please check the community tab. I will always post there. Day is saying thank you. Hey, Julie girl. We have Sheila and Zandra in the house. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, we have Kelly. Thank you so much for coming. Today is her hubby's birthday. So I know she is going to be busy. Thank you so much for dropping in, Kelly. Did I say hi to Beverly already? Hi, Beverly. Yeah, if I didn't. Judy. Hey. Whew, guys, your girl. Kelly says this pattern is intriguing. I think so. I really do think so. Zandra, hey. If you hear me repeating your name again, it's because, honey, I can't remember. I cannot remember, okay? And yes, I do have people in the blue. I have Day. Thank you so much. Day and Jersey. Praise the Lord. Said yes to being mods for me. I do appreciate that. Hi, Jean. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, and we have Courtney in the house. Hey, Courtney. So, okay, let's get started. Now, before I jump into this, I want to let you guys know that the temperature quilt, I will be putting a dedicated video out for that. And yes, I did put a pause on Vlogmas because all this week I have not been able to record and I have been crazy busy, but I will pick up because I might just do until the end of the year. But just give me a couple of moments because this week has been crazy. But anywho, that's neither here nor there, okay? Because Vlogmas, I love doing Vlogmas, but this was my first time doing it, and I am definitely going to be taking advice from a lot of other YouTubers and how they did theirs for next year. But this year, I really don't even. I'd be glad I got time to get up in the morning, okay? That's saying it. I'm glad I got enough time to get up in the morning. But yes, so the temperature quilt, we're doing the temperature quilt. It's a free pattern if you haven't done it yet. By Fat Quarter Shop. It is the 2023 version of it. We have 3 different sizes going, so you need to pick the size and know that you have to adjust your fabric accordingly. Okay, we have the size that comes with the pattern. If you get the triangle papers, the flying geese papers, I should say, that the pattern request. If you received, I have a link. I believe I have the 1x2 papers. I think I have that one linked as well. And I also have the I think it's 3 or 3.5 inch foundation paper piece by Becca. So I have 3 different sizes. You choose one. Just know if you choose other than this one right here that's in this pattern, you have to adjust your fabric accordingly, okay? So yeah, and I will be showing you guys how to use the triangle paper or the flying geese paper in a video, and I will also be linking how Kimberly teaches you guys how to do it as well. But she don't teach you how to do it for this pattern. She just go over a general review of how to use it. Okay, so we will be touching bases on the temperature quilt. Yes, Sassy, what is the wall hanging behind you? This is my Christmas quilt. What's on the wall hanging behind me? It is hold on one second so I can get the details for you. Leave this in this one right here. This quilt is the first quilt that I made for a Christmas to hang on my wall. Seeing that we're going to be decorating the house this year for Christmas, I decided to bring it down here in the studio. Yeah, because we have Oliver, and I'm not giving him a chance to destroy nothing because most of my ornaments are all glass. Hi Jill. Well, you're not late, honey. We just started. We just started, honey. Yes, it's called Snow Kissed Star. It was from a McCall's quilting magazine from the November-December 2011 issue. I loved it so much at that time. I wanted mine to look exactly how the pattern was how I wanted mine to look exactly like this one right here in the magazine. And that line, if I'm not mistaken, is I don't know what line that is. You guys hear my voice? It is just crappy. Using charm skirts and pre-cuts, including It doesn't say, and I don't remember. Honey, I made this in 2017. And you know what? And I don't give myself enough credit for the things that I do. Now, you guys know I'm pretty much new to trying to do custom long arm quilting. I'm new to it. And this has happened when I had the nerve, when I had I didn't have everybody in my head. I did this, and I really, really love how I long arm quilted this custom quilting. This, I don't know what this is. Oh, swirls. I have swirls. I have wishbones. Swirls. I just swirls and wishbones because I don't see nothing else. Yeah. Are they all swirls? And I did them in the color. Like this is red. I did a light green here. I did a light blue here, white and red and all that kind of good stuff. So, yep. It's called Snow Kiss Star, and it is by who made this? Um, hmm. They didn't even give credit to whoever made this. A fun piece and technique modernize the traditional big star quilt for a cool new classic Merry Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. It's by Conda Luckau. And she used Flurry by Kate Spain. That's the fabric line. So yeah, let's see. Hey Teresa, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We got Vision Chasers in the house. Hey, friend, how you doing, girl? Okay, making sure that hey, Becca, making sure we have everybody, and I said hi to everybody. Okay, so that is that pattern right here. Again, it is called Snow Kiss Star, and it's by Konda, Konda, Lukau, Luckau. Don't give me. I know I pronounced her name wrong, and I'm so sorry. And I don't know if she offers it as a free pattern. I can look it up and let you guys know. Okay, let's get to what we come for. White water, guys. Oh, I feel like I'm about to burn it because I have been running so much. I don't know how many of you got the pattern. If you're just going to be sewing on your own projects while we're working, let me know in the chat so I can know how many people are working on it, or if you're just going to watch me, and it's fine. That is all good. This quilt takes 198 half square triangles. So let's work on the small ones tonight. I already did my pre-cutting and stuff like that. If you saw one of my vlogmases, I did go ahead and start. I had to lay out my fabrics. I numbered them 1 through 6, just like it says on the pattern to do so. And I went ahead and now let's talk about this pattern, because this lovely lady wanted me to make strips, like jelly roll strips. I think they were 2.5 inches, yes. And maybe they were 3 3/4. I don't know what they were. She wanted you to make strip sets like this. And there was no way I was about to make half square triangles with strip sets, because you have to cut it on a 45 and then you have to subcut those strips. That was too much for me, just too much for me. But if you do it this way, please let me know if you got the pattern. Let me know how you enjoyed that method, because I didn't even want to attempt it. Okay, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I need my stuff to be simple. I don't need anything to be stressing me out. Hey, Angel, thank you so much for coming. So I didn't need anything stressing me out. So I had to make, okay, well, like I said, we start on the small triangles. This is my S group right here, this color combination, which is, I already have some already done. Making sure that I have the right ones. This is my S color combination. And for this one, I had to make 54. So according to, I'm using the triangle on the roll paper, I had to cut 6.5. Is it 6.5? Let me make sure. Yes, 6.5-inch square, 6.5-inch square blocks. I'm like, okay, what's the word I'm looking for? Square. So, and then I have to sew the direction of the triangle paper. So that's what we're going to do. It's like diamond shape. You do it twice. And this, out of this square of fabric right here with these two, I will be making 8 half square triangles. So we have them right here. So we're going to go ahead and get started on it. Again, I have, for this combination, I have to make, this is S54. The other ones are 36. Let me make sure I put my stuff with the right stuff. My triangles, the right one. So I'm hoping you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about. Whew, yes, Lord. Miss Kelly, Becca, you can drop it. I already did. No, no long seams, right? Thanks for dropping the link. Okay, well, what's going on? What's going on? Come on, let me see. Let me see. I have the link. If one of the mods can drop it, I'll put it in the messenger chat. Okay. Becca, you'll be able to do that yourself from now on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to be doing is sewing on this triangle paper. There is a arrow line, and then there's a dotted line, and then there is a solid line. We're not going to be sewing on the arrow line because the arrow line is your direction. We will not be sewing on the solid line because the solid line is where you cut. We'll be sewing on the dotted line because it looks like stitches, okay? That's the easy way to remember it. Okay, pick up the needle. But okay, let's go. And I originally wanted to use pink for this quilt. Pink batiks to be exact. And do you know, I could not find, I found pink, but I didn't like any of it. Didn't like any of it. Now it's important that you stay on these lines. Don't veer off because your triangle will be too short or too big. You need to make sure that you're staying on the line. I'm just sewing down so I can head down to the next line. And what I'm doing is now I could chain piece these, which I probably will do like once the circle one, the middle one is the middle diamond is done, and just go to the next one without breaking chain. So that's what I would do. But yes, it's important to do the triangle, stay on the line when you're using these triangles, this triangle paper. Now, do you have to use a triangle paper? No, you do not. What you need to do, or you can make them the traditional way, because when you're using this paper, you have to cut your fabric just a little bit bigger. So no, you do not have to use a triangle paper. You can, if the method you like using to make half square triangles, that's the method you use. Now, like I said, I was not going to do those strip piecing. Now, it would have been an interesting concept, but nah, that not for me. Not for this girl. So yep, so tonight we're just going to be sewing these triangles and cutting them up. Now I finished the outside. Now I need to go to the inside. And what I like about this triangle paper is, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, I'm going to come up so you guys can see it. It starts, I'm hoping you guys can see it. Here, I will start here, go down, and then I will sew down this side. Come down here, sew down off the paper, come up here, sew down the paper, come up here, and then pivot. And then instead of going, cutting thread to come in the middle, I'm going to go right here because the lines are right there, and then start sewing down my center diamond, and then go off right there. So I'm hoping you guys can see that in a camera. because when I got up, your girl couldn't see. Couldn't see the camera. Now, it is important that you do pin or stabilize this paper to your fabric some kind of way. I've used pins. Hold on, because I went one stitch too much. There you go. And that's going to get cut off, so I'm not worried about it. If you go too much, you have to do some unpicking. But yeah, so you have to stabilize your paper to the fabric some kind of way. I'm using pins, and you know me and pins, y'all. You know your girl's getting stuck over here. And I'm using magic pins. They are not my favorite pen. I like pens that have a little bit of weight to them, and I like pens that are not as flexible as these. I need my pen to, like when I go back one. I need for my pen to fight me when I'm not fight, but you know, give me some resistance a little bit. I don't want it to bend easy. Okay, you know what? I realized I didn't do. And cut this. I'm cutting this one. I just realized I'm like, I didn't get my baby no oil before I started today. Like I said, I was rushing when I came in here. That's a pretty cool method. Thanks for the visual. Not a problem, Kelly. Thank you so much. I'm hoping it, you know, you guys let me know if you didn't understand. I would definitely get up and do it again. The question is, will 505 work? I don't have any to test that method, so I wouldn't know. And I'm wondering, because is it best just to use pens? Because you know, with paper and it getting wet, I don't know how it would. I don't know how it would do. I don't know if you tear your papers or, you know, dissolve your paper, because this paper is like tissue paper thin. And also, the biggest thing, which I didn't do until just now, the biggest thing, it does tell you to decrease your stitch length to 1.5. That's a pretty cool method. You are not a quilter until you get poked. Girl, tell me about it. Hey, Donna. Hey. Yes. So let's just keep on going. Lord, my throat is just like dry. So guys, I don't know if you've seen the Vlogmas. You know, we brought Ocean home. She is doing great. Hopefully tonight you guys will get to meet her. She is she's funny. She's funny. Last night she decided she wanted to, I usually have her like right here on my chest. Well, I was like propped up on the bed with her, and she decided she wanted to come and snug up a little bit more closer to my neck. And I was like, okay, don't get fresh. But that was just her little, she loves a snuggle. So I'm like, okay. So that's our little thing to do at night before I go to bed. And I've been doing that since I've had her since Saturday. So cross stitch I have not been doing, because again, we've been crazy busy. And by the time I get into bed, the only thing I want to do is go to sleep. Let me give you guys an update on Oliver. You guys know he's my little friendly indoor cat, the one that we found. He gets neutered in the morning. See, I told you guys I have a crazy busy week. He gets neutered in the morning. I'm looking forward to that happening for him, but also it's bringing me, a little bit of sadness because that means he's getting really closer to going outside. Now, he has a condition, it's a like immune this condition that is called stomatosis or tysis. So stomatitis, I think that's what it's called. I don't know what it's a big word. But what is happening is his immune system is attacking his teeth. And it's like his body is allergic to his teeth. Isn't that weird? How your body just one day wake up and say, I don't like you anymore, so this is what's going to happen to you. So he was on doxycycline for 10 days. It cleared up. So we were really, really happy. Then all of a sudden last night, my daughter go, Ma, his breath is starting to smell again. And I'm like, no way, no way. Go and look in his mouth. His gums are back inflamed and all that. So I'm not sure if they're going to need to try a different course of medicine. Yes, I have animals. If you know me, you know I have several and different types of animals. And having Oliver, we were keeping Oliver for the sole purpose of him joining the girls on the outside. Okay. So with that, it's hard to think that, I'm gonna have a cat that probably will not do well outside, because they said the worst case scenario is that he will have to have all his teeth pulled. And I'm like, wouldn't that make the cat miserable? I'm not a cat person, like I am a dog person. I know my dogs, but cats I do not know, unfortunately. But I'm learning. I love my girls outside. I mean, they do an excellent job, and they get paid well, okay, with their health care. But Oliver, for the several months that we got him, he alone have blown the pet budget out of the water for 2 months straight. And I'm like, you are expensive for a cat that we found. I didn't buy him. I found him on the road. His bottom lip was torn off his face and was healing. I mean, I put a lot of money into this dang on cat. But I don't want to keep putting money into him. I hope you understand that I love him, but he can't stay if he's going to be, costing me this kind of money every single month. It's something. It had been something with Oliver. So I reached out to the lady that the cat rescue here, and she was to see if we can find him a home. I don't think that he's going to do well on the outside with his given condition. Hey, Peggy. Let's see. Hey, Lisa. Let me see if I'm missing. I hope I'm not missing too many people. Hey, Shelly. Thank you so much for coming, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I was busy trying to enter all the Quilt Miss 23 forms. I know, right? Hey, Shelly, you're welcome. Hey, Stephanie and all. Just do a drop in. Hey, I understand, girl. I understand your brain is tired. Mine too, child. Mine too. I usually save any free patterns in a file on my laptop. When I'm ready to make them, I'll print them out. Excellent tip, Jersey. Leave the cats alone. Yes, honey. He is poor Oliver. Yes, poor Oliver. He has been going through some things, and he also have FIV, feline influ. Is that no? Other than that, he's healthy. Did they find the dog? Peggy is asking. No, they have not found my brother's dog. I was going to talk about that in a moment too. Ouch. Dang on pen. See? Yeah, so it has been quite the week, and I hate that, for Oliver. But the good news is the organization where I got my girls from is going to see what they can do about sponsoring Oliver. If we kept him, sponsoring him by, just paying for his medication, I will continue. I don't mind paying for his annuals and stuff like that. I keep them, flea and tick and all that. I don't mind doing that because that's part of having a pet. And that is also part of having a pet when they have health issues as well. But I can see me paying for that if my cat is intended to be inside. He was not ever intended to be out inside with us because one, I'm allergic. I've been dealing with Oliver, okay? Um, so yeah, he has been uh quite expensive. So if they can sponsor his meds and stuff like that for me, and speaking of that, I have to get all his information and get sent over there to the lady. You know what? It might not be a good idea to do this as a chain piece, and because as you can see, I have to turn the whole everything around when I do it. So I think I'm just gonna cut after this and go. But yes, so if they can sponsor his meds for me, that would be great. And of course, he will still transition his hind parts outside. I think if the vet says it's okay to do so, I am not putting him out until the vet agrees that he is of a good weight where he can go out and a good health to go out. If she tells me that, yeah, he'll never make it outside because of this condition, we'll definitely have to find him a new home. Okay. So we're just going to cut these because it's easier to do so. Once I finish this pile, we'll start cutting them. And then that's all we're going to do for tonight because I have a plethora of these small ones to do. This is a lot right here. I was trying to count in my head. I can't count in my head. 12, 72 of these right here that need to be cut. And then we have to go to the big ones. I am in no hurry to finish this project. This is not going to be, I should have clarified that at the beginning. I am not rushing through this project. I find myself the most disappointed with myself is when I say something, I'm speaking out of turn or out of order and putting way too much pressure on myself to complete a project. I know now that I am not fast when it comes to anything quilt related. Therefore, I need to stay in my lane and let you guys know up front this project. So you can join. Feel free to join in at any time. I would like to have it finished. Now, I am a kind of a quilter that I like to stay on a project so I can, consider it done. And I can't wait to quilt this one, to be quite honest. So we will be working on this one right steady up until the month of January because that's when we start our temperature quilt. Poor Oliver, we have 17 out. Ooh, Jesus. She said we have 17 outside cats, one inside cat, and one little taco. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, so yeah, I am getting the stare now. Bye. I gotta head out. Ferris needs dinner. Dog gotta eat. Poor starving beast. Oh, that is so funny. Um, let's see. That's why sewing studio is called the pig pen, right? You're get messy down here. Elaine, that's a whole lot of meow happening in your neighborhood, right? I just read up on that condition and it looks like the best thing for it is to pull teeth. You can start with pulling the molars and then go from there as far as being allergic to cats. Yeah. So I don't like rushing anything. That's what Peggy says, mowing in December. Woo! Right? We got to do that too yet still. He said, I'm a sucker for helpless crying fur babies. Girl, me too. I live in the country and I find them dropped off hiding all the time. You know, and then somebody told me the other day too that he said, yeah, when I get kittens over here, that's what I do. I take them down the road and drop them off. I'm like, how could you do that? Now, I pray that I never ever, well, I'm really praying because my husband said no more. I think he'll do it too. He probably would be just like his friend. He probably wouldn't do it. He'll probably take it to his friend and say, "Here, go drop him off down the road." And I don't know if that's what happened to Oliver, but somehow he got a mouth injury because either they felt as if someone threw him down off the road out of a car or something like that for his bottom lip to have been ripped off. So I don't know. Yes, everybody is ready for the temperature quilt. I know I am. I'm stoked for it too, guys. I am. But yes, so I get a call. I call on Saturday. My Now I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. For all of those who don't know, my sister was given a birthday celebration for my two brothers and my sister, because their birthdays are in November and December. She was doing a birthday celebration for them. And I was like texting my brother, and I was like, "Oh, how's things going? Are you guys there? Is it nice? Are you having fun?" Because he was one of the ones that was getting celebrated, and he was like, "My heart is not into it, and I'm not good right now." And I was like, "What?" I said, "Uh-oh." So usually that means it could be some drama going on in our family, honey. I live in a whole soap opera. The things I can tell you, but I won't. And he was like, he was not in a good space. So I was like, okay, well, it wasn't the time for me to ask him what was going on. Then he sends me this picture, and the picture that he sent me is the one that I have posted on. I did the YouTube short on it. I also posted on my Instagram on two of my pages. I have to post it on my third page. And that you guys see, I believe, also on Facebook now. His name is Django. He is a schnauzer. My brother had this dog for 14 years. Ever since he was about 8 weeks old. He had bought this dog for my niece when she was, I think she may have been 2 years old. So she is now in the ninth grade, and that has been her BFF. Okay. A UPS driver came to the house to deliver a package. My brother has this big, beautiful yard. In fact, he has many, many compliments on his yard because he does flowers. He has a green thumb, let me just put it that way. And he has this big, beautiful gate. He invests a lot into his home. He loves his home and everything that he does to it. So he has this big, pretty gate. And for some reason, the UPS driver had a difficult time getting into the gate because he ended up breaking the gate. But when he left, he did not secure the gate. And of course, my brother didn't know that. And he had ended up letting Django out for the night, his nightly routine to let him out before bedtime. And he let him out, and then he thought that his daughter had let him back in, and that had not been the case. So when he checked, now his house is like Fort Knox, okay? He has cameras in and outside of his house. And he saw from the time the driver, I want to say it was UPS driver came, left, the gate was not secure, and then he did see his dog on the front of the house, and you can tell that he caught a scent, and he went off camera. So my brother has not been sleeping. He's been up all through the night. He'll come in for a little bit and then go back out searching for Django. I am having a hard time because I'm not there and I can't help, So I've been talking, I've been praying with him to let him know that, I said I have a group of ladies and, people that around the world that I pray with often, and I would love to, let them know. He gave me permission to do so. And I told him I'll put it out on YouTube. I'll put it out wherever I can. And I talking, just went right on off this line. Jack is necessary, okay? So I did post it, and I was like, and he did go through every channel that there was. It's called the FBI thing, or medic, or whatever it's called in Milwaukee, for lost pets. And they supposedly they have a pretty good recovery rate. So he did go through them. I looked for they are helping him look, as well as people in the neighborhood and all that kind of good stuff. So we got a great team on it. And I was like, well, why can't we go to the news? Because, they usually are looking for feel good stories. He was like, no, but, I didn't want them to not cover a story that really needed to be covered. And I was like, in my mind, this need to be covered, okay? Because I have a brother that's not sleeping, and I'm sure if he's not sleeping, his daughter's not sleeping either. So I contacted the news today, and I sent them a direct message via Instagram, and they hearted my message. So I know that the message has been seen, but I hadn't heard anything. I said, if you can't share the story on air, if you please can just post it to your social media. They have 1.2 million followers. Somebody have to see my brother's dog. Because some people, get them and take them in, and they'd be like, oh, finders keepers. No, this is not the case. Don't do that to this dog, okay? He has a loving home. I know I haven't seen the chat just yet, and I'm sure someone's want to know if he had been microchipped. He had not microchipped Django, because Django never ever left their sight. This was something that, Milwaukee is cold. He always makes sure that the gate, I got off again. The gate it's something about this piece right here. The gate not being secured and all of that, it was a whole snowball thing for Django to disappear. And I'm like reaching out to anybody, anywhere. If you're not in Milwaukee, if you can just share it on your social media platforms for me, please, because my brother is beside himself. I have not seen my brother this distraught. The last time I seen him this distraught is when our mom died. And my brother is just like me when it comes to our animals. We take good care of them. He loves that. He's not a dog to them. This is his child kind of thing. So he was like, I didn't think to get him microchipped, because at that time when he got him, I don't know when microchips came out. I don't think he even thought that was, really a thing. Ouch. Really a thing. But he said when he do get him back, he's gonna get He's gonna get a microchip and a tracker, you know, because once dogs wander off, they have a tendency probably to want to do it again, you know, and it's unfortunate. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Nancy. If his neighborhood has a Facebook, he can put it on there. And Sheila, he has. He's done that. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Julie. So yeah, they have he's put it out everywhere. And he's done all this before, you know, even telling me this, because he was like, I didn't want to upset you. And I'm like, but you're upset, you know? You're upset, you're hurting. And I need to know, something was to happen to him, because he is really stressed out. And I'm like, I need to know why. And now I know why, and I'm doing everything in my power to help him. I'm just waiting for that call or that text and say he's home. That is going to be a celebration. I wish I can just drop everything here and go to Milwaukee and to help in some kind of way to find him when he's resting, to give him at least rest so he can go to sleep, and I go out searching or something. But girl, I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't been in like on Milwaukee streets by myself in a long time. Shoot, it'll be Django lost and me lost. They gonna have to send a search party for me too. I be like, they're like, girl, you don't know these streets like you used to. No, I sure don't. I do not know those streets like I used to, because everything has changed. A lot has changed. Not everything. A lot has changed in Milwaukee, and especially the people, and it's really sad for me. Yeah. So that was this week. My daughter has exams this week, and that meant that we drop her off to school at 7:30, and she has to be at school at, well, 7. We drop her off at 7:30, and some of her exams was until like 12, 12:30 or something like that, and then some of them is at 10 o'clock. I'm like, so we had to pick her up. Now we drive our daughter back and forth to school, and it has just been so much because it's not like the school is down the street. This school is like over a little over 30 minutes away, and that's with good traffic. He has put it on. Yes. Okay, Julie, that's a good thing. Yes, this is sister love. Yes, Nancy. Check every shelter, and very important, he must do a police report. Thank you, so Terry. And hey, girl, hey. The police have a network as well for lost pets. Thank you. I will let him know that tonight to make sure that he did that, because I need for him. We need Django back. We need him back. Because honestly, you guys already know Benson. He is not trained to be my like a service dog for me. He just naturally picks up when my heart rate is changing. And I know you guys are wondering, where is Benson? Benson is not down here, because Benson is on a whole nother level tonight. Okay, he is on a whole nother level. Honestly, since Oliver been in our house, Benson has not been the best at alerting me, so I really don't depend on him as much as I used to. But the other day, well, not the other day, a couple weeks back, he picked up on it, and I guess because at that point in time I was constantly fainting, and he picked up on it to give me some help, and I'm glad he did. And but now Benson, only thing Benson wants is attention, and he wants it because he don't want Oliver to get it. See, Oliver can jump in the bed and all that kind of good stuff. So he's like, wait a minute. That means Oliver's in the bed. He's getting all the attention. So Benson has been like an attention hog, with Oliver. So I'm like, Lord, we need to get peace back in this house. And now with Ocean in the house, he's like, when he saw her, he was like, dang it, you brought something else in this house. You should have seen the look on his face. It was priceless. I'm like, yeah, suck it up, buttercup. You're not going to be the only baby in this house anymore. And he was not happy about that. But we do try to give it. But there's not enough attention to give Vincent, because once you give it to him, he is not going to want you to stop. He wants you to keep on until he at least fall asleep or walk away. No one has time for that. Okay, this is the last set. I'm gonna get my iron ready. And see, they go by really, really quickly. Once get the hang of how you're doing it, it's just rotating the paper around and around. Guys can get a little jacked up on these dotted lines, but like I said, I'm not in a hurry, and I don't want to have to keep repeating anything over again. Now, I think these blocks, if you did them just cut your strips, your squares and stuff like that, the block ruler would have been a great tool to use. I know Fallon has the trim blocks. Those would have been great to use. Now I'm just going to pull the pins, and then we're going to get to cutting. For this project, but I don't have those, so I will not be I can't show you that method. And let's see what else has been going on. We got to get to Christmas shopping. Oh my gosh, we have not done that yet. Now that I think things will settle down, because now my daughter, like I said before, this is the week of exams, and she just informed me that she's done with all of her exams, so she doesn't have to go to school until after the new year. Praise the Lord, saints. So she's like, no school. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. So only thing I can relax a little bit now. We don't have these half days. So I'm hoping to be able to get things accomplished, especially after Oliver has his surgery. Okay, let me go ahead and put this right here. And you guys know I've been doing the lion. So that's been keeping me quite busy. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting this microphone. I got to get used to that. Maybe if I put it on this side, it won't be so bad. Okay, so now what I need to do is cut on the solid lines. So There'll be a line above on going all the way around the triangle. Sometimes when you cut on the line, you really can't see the line, but just cut all the way around, and then you will cut going across both ways, and then you'll have the 4 individual pieces, and then you'll be cutting on the diagonal. So let me go ahead and do that. I think you'll be able to see me somewhat do it. I'm not a sit down cutter. Let me know if you guys are sit. Jesus. Don't worry, that was my table. I knocked my table over. Nothing was on it important. But that thing scared me, y'all. I'm glad wasn't nobody driving through my if it's gonna happen on a live, you better be sure it's gonna happen on mine, okay? It was going so well. Ah. Okay, so I'm just cutting on the line on all 4, just making sure that it's everything is lined up. Let me move down just a little bit because I don't want to hit this light right here. And I'm thinking that it's best to cut during daylight hours or when you have good, especially if you have good lighting. If you have crappy lighting like I do, it's probably better to do it in daylight hours so you can see everything a lot better. I don't want to turn this light on because it will blind you guys. Okay, I have it all cut out right here. Let's see. You said Christmas shopping. I know, right? Hey, Brenda. You still haven't fell but out your chair yet. Just saying. I know, right? That table went flying. I mean, it flew. Only thing that happened is my chair hit it. I'm like, come on now. Now that if that didn't make me self conscious, I don't know what else. Okay, so I made it into. Come on, cut. I made it into 2 pieces. Boop, boop, like that. Cutting on the line. Now, cutting doesn't have to, you don't have to be this slow at cutting. I am, again, because my lighting is bad and because I really do want this stuff to line up right, okay? So go whatever pace that makes you successful at completing the task. Now I have 4 squares and now we have to cut these on a diagonal. Now, what you could do is line them up on the diagonal, line up your ruler against all of them at one time and then cut. Well, that's not going to be me doing that. I have done it before, and I have been successful, but I haven't done it on a small mat, and I'm not going to try it on a small today because, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. Okay, let me get my iron ready. Let me know in the chat how many of you can you cut sitting down? I can't cut sitting down. I don't know why that's not an easy thing for me. That's not easy for me. I mean, I can do it, but it doesn't, I do it much, much better standing. Okay, I have my iron on. And hear it click. Now I do know Kim. When I'm referring to Kim, I'm referring to Kimberly Jolly. She loves steam. I have not put water. I think I did put water in this iron one time to do the steam and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't done it lately in a very long time. Okay, I have 8 half square triangles, and what's going to happen is, do you see I have, when I open this triangle up right here, I really don't have like a dark side. So I'm going to take the fabric or the seam to this side. Usually with half square triangles, I do press them open because I think it's just easier that way for me. With half square triangles, I think they just lay better. But I don't know. I don't know if that's because it's just something I like doing, or has it been proven or anything like that. But I do know with some half square triangles, you like to put it over to one side because the nesting effect. And I don't think any of these you will be nesting. I haven't gotten that far. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just pressing it open right now. I'm going to hot, yes. And then fold my paper back on that one side. Press it down just to crease it well. And this is why, you know, that bringing your stitch length down to 1.5, it helps out a lot. Boom, just like that. And then you have your half square triangle. That's one. Now, I pressed it open. Well, I pressed it to the side. I haven't pressed them open yet. What I can do is I can still do this method and just, you know, if you want to tear the paper off first, it's up to you. I think when I'm pressing it, it helps, to me, in my mind, it helps stabilize this seam because, you know, that's on that, you know, that seam is on that bias. And I'm thinking it'll give it more support with the paper in it. I can cut sitting down. Is it accurate? Heck no. What mat are you using? Inquiring minds want to know. I am using the mat. It's called Caterpillar. It's self-healing. It's a self-healing mat. This mat, yeah, more than enough. Sorry about the sound. This is a self-healing cutting mat. It goes to my Caterpillar light. It's a light box and it has a cutting mat that goes with it. And yep, I'm cutting right on top of my light box. I can't cut sitting down either. I have my cutting table raised up at an ergonomic height. All right, all right. I have mine too. I have an adjustable one. I can only cut sitting. My legs won't let me stand long. Okay, Zandra, honey, I know that feeling. Yes, Lord. If I use 1.5, my paper comes apart, LOL. I have to use 1.8. Okay. Now for the lion, I have been using 1.7. And this 1.5 it's bringing my papers out really nice and easy. But 1.7, I do know that I be struggling sometimes trying to pull the paper. What pattern are these going with? Elaine, this is for the White Water by Carla Klop. Donna said the one that's always out of stock. Yes. So it's called White Water. And the pattern comes both in written form and also in, what is it? Written form and printed form. PDF, written form. Y'all know I'm tired. In PDF and both PDF and written form and printed form. Come on, girl, get it together. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Trying to be educated here, and now you see I'm screwing up stuff. Have mercy. I'm just gonna go ahead and iron them, press them all, not iron, press them all, and then tear all the papers off. I think that'll be easier and wiser to do. But yes, I have to go Christmas shopping, and my form of Christmas shopping is it's going to be a one and done thing because everybody, naughty dotty, is getting Christmas cards. Christmas cards, okay? That way you can go do all the shopping. You can go stand in those lines and you can deal with all those hateful people. But it won't be me. No, 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 no. Okay. Now, again, just taking the paper, folding it back, and tearing it off. Remember to hit the thing, thumbs up button and ring the bell so you'll be notified. Thank you so much, Day. I do appreciate it. What pattern? That's the pattern that it's going with. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. What we're going to do is Amazon all the way. That's right. What we're going to do is, this is going to be it because like I said, your girl is tired. Now for homework, for my homework, I am going to attempt to have all of the half square triangles done. When I say done, they will be in this form. And most likely with the dog ears cut off. That's the only thing about this pattern, we're using the paper, is the dog ears do not get cut off. And I know with the is it the lock block ruler, I think you do get a chance to cut off the dog ears, which is pretty cool. But nope, it's nothing but a snip snip and your dog ears will be cut off. Okay, so with that, again, my homework assignment, you guys take it however you need to. Do take as long as you need to take and doing this process is that I'm going to have all of my half square triangles ready to rock and roll, because once they're all in this, once they're all like this, we can start building the blocks. And it's nice big blocks. Like I think they'll measure up at 16.5 inches. So I'm looking forward to that because that means it's going to be nice and quick and easy to piece. And they're all the same block except two. I don't know what I did on this one. This one didn't. Of course, it'll be the last one. And in fact, this is the one using the when I forgot to change my stitch length. So that's it. I have all of my half square triangles. So any questions on the triangles on the roll paper? I'm gonna let you, because I know there is a delay, I'm gonna let you guys know, let you guys type your questions or anything, or if you have any other questions for me, let me know. Let me pick up my table because girl, I bet y'all think somebody, well, no, ain't nobody over here that crazy. Shooting. Yeah. Okay, I don't see any questions in here. Let me go back and look. Thank you for showing us how to work with them. No, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I do I really do enjoy using the papers. And just so you know, if you haven't done FPP, this is a great way to get your feet wet. Just saying. They're Donna's favorite words, just saying. So, yeah, just saying that this is a great way to get your feet wet. I'm not going to look forward to, you know what? I think that, no, I was going to say there'll be a good job for my team to do is to cut off these dog ears. Honey, no, ma'am. I want to keep my half square triangles, okay? Okay, guys, let me see. Yep. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday night. I will be seeing you guys real soon this week for sure. I just need things to calm down after tomorrow before I resume Vlogmas. It's just so much. It has been so much. And again, I'll be putting a video out for the temperature quilt because we will be rocking and rolling when it comes in January. So yeah. So until then, I wish I had. Oh, somebody gave me a thumbs down. That's okay. I hope you meant the thumbs up. So change it, please. He said, I wish I had used FAP for the million flying geese I did. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. He said, goodbye, everyone. Take care. Good night, everyone. Night, everybody. Until next week, guys. Be blessed. Bye.